What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to March Madness Talk. Here's my bracket. It's probably the worst it's ever been. It was pretty decent. It went from going pretty decent to maybe the worst bracket of all time in less than a day, and that's how March Madness is. But this is the bracket we use for the channel, so we're gonna react to it. We're gonna react to the round of 32, and maybe talk about some Sweet 16 games. Now, I might need the actual bracket uh, in the future. We'll make a tab for that. But yeah, let's talk about the round of 32. Auburn Creighton, man. Creighton had them like most of the game, and then Auburn just pulled away. And I want to say the last 25% of the game, which is the last 10 minutes. But yeah, Creighton had them on the ropes. It was very close to being an upset, but yeah, they just pulled away. Too many points at the end. Michigan, Texas A&M. I mean, Michigan just always had the lead. Really, I can't even think of when Texas A&M had the lead in this game or had any control over it. Michigan just kind of beat them in every side, every factor in the game possible, and they won. Now these are two good schools, so Texas A&M didn't get absolutely beat, but uh, I would say 12 points is pretty decent for the Michigan squad. We'll see how they fare against Auburn. Ole Miss. I mean, we predicted this. I talked about this with Iowa State and Wisconsin, both the 3 seeds. They weren't making it to the Sweet 16. I had Iowa State in this bracket, I think, because I was picking too many upsets, I thought. And there ended up not even being any upsets. So, I mean, not many. There's like, what, one double-digit seed left in the Sweet 16? Absolutely fucking pathetic, by the way. But, we're not going to talk about that. Uh, New Mexico just fell to Michigan State. Michigan State was the better team. They showed that. Didn't think New Mexico would get any further after beating Marquette, but good on them. I was rooting for them. They didn't win. But, I mean, it was good for my bracket. But, I mean, but at what cost? Florida UConn was an absolute banger. Dude, I'm telling you, these 2 games right here were probably the best games we've had in this March Madness bracket. They might be the best games we have. Close to the bitter end. Florida pulled away a little bit more, but UConn brought it back at the end. It was a great game by both teams. UConn just didn't have the juice like it had the last 2 years to win, and we predicted that. Florida looks real good, and yeah, I can't wait to see what they do. Colorado State, Maryland. Oh my God, dude. This was insane. Colorado State had the lead with, what was it, 3.6 seconds. Maryland calls a timeout. 1 point lead. Maryland just needs a 2. They give it to Queen, and he banks it off the backboard with 0 seconds left on the clock, dude. What an absolute banger of a game. It was close the whole time, too. There was no one with a huge lead at any point. It was awesome, dude. And this is what we wanted in March Madness. Even when the upset didn't win, we got great basketball. And that's what we've been asking all tournament long, dude. And it finally delivered. Oh, man. Me. All right, sorry about that. But we got Drake, Texas Tech. Yeah, Drake got the upset against Missouri, and yeah, they just faltered. Like when teams get upsets, they don't carry over. That's why so many runs, like the Loyola Chicago run, was so memorable. It was a not and St. Peter's. It was not only a bad team, but like just not like not even a power 4, power 5, school, whatever you want to call them, a blue blood, but they not only got a win, they got another win, and they stacked those. Many teams just can't do it again. They can't get multiple upsets at the same time. Arkansas St. John's. Another really good game, and Arkansas surprised me. St. John scoring 66 is so unlike them. It's so uncharacteristic. And they just had a bad day. Arkansas was all over them. Coach Cal moves on to the Sweet 16. St. John's basically fucks my best bracket up. Completely cooks it. And that sucks. But you know what? We get craziness. This is the highest seed left number-wise in the tournament, and I'm rooting for you, Arkansas. I hope you get the dub. And Coach Cal redemption story, by the way. UCLA, Tennessee, I mean, it looks pretty close, but I don't think they were really close at all. I think Tennessee just controlled the game, just like Michigan did with Texas A&M. And just never saw an opportunity to get the lead. Tennessee just gets it over them, gets it over UCLA. UCLA, underpowered for sure, but hey, that's what you get against a good 2 seed. I can't believe St. John's lost, but it's not like they're in a very good conference, Woo. Man. But yeah, I think Tennessee, like I said before, is they're gonna make. They're gonna get. I think they'll get past Kentucky, maybe. Let's not look too far into the future. Kentucky. I guess I predicted too many upsets to this point, and I'm like, you know what? Kentucky goes on a little bit of a run, even though they've struggled the last few years. Nope, I predicted Illinois, and Kentucky wins, and they move on, man. So I feel they were pretty much due to have a good run. At this point, and I think they were overhated, and I bought into some of that hate, man. But I liked Illinois. I didn't think it was a bad pick. But yeah, Kentucky just deserved it more. McNeese and Purdue, I mean, first match, like the only upset besides Colorado State, which wasn't even an upset against Memphis. You give us that the first match of the round of 32, are you serious? And it was a blowout. McNeese had no chance. Just no chance in this game. Which sucks because we lose the aura, which was Amir Khan. Rest in peace. But hey, Purdue moves on, so I guess that's cool. Houston Gonzaga, we thought, I mean, it was pretty good, but we knew Houston was the better team overall. Gonzaga, props for keeping it close, but I think we just knew the 1 seed was going to do it. And the 1 seed moves on. They play Purdue. Houston, Purdue, that should be a pretty good game. I know my brother had that upset when he made his brackets. So, St. Mary's, Alabama. St. Mary's barely gets past Vanderbilt. Alabama needed the refs to get past Robert Morris. And then Alabama, a good team, takes care of business. It's like rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like every Kansas City Chiefs game. It's like they'll make a mistake, but the refs will just give it to them. In a good team, which the Chiefs are a good team, they are not a terrible team, but when you get the help from the refs, they're not going to make those mistakes again. And that is what happened with Alabama and St. Mary's. They got past St. Mary's, and yeah, they're chilling. They're not going to make those mistakes again. We'll see how they fare against BYU. That's a spicy game right there. Potential for a 6 seed to possibly get to the Elite 8. We'll see. We'll see in due time. But yeah, BYU over Wisconsin. I predicted. I mean, it does look close. I didn't watch this game a lot, but I thought BYU had a pretty good lead. I think they just got it close within the free throw games. And it kind of like Clemson and McNeese, and just didn't have enough time to pull through. Arizona, kind of like Kentucky, has been having some bad runs in this tournament. Very unfortunate losses, and now look at them. Look at them making the Sweet 16. Good for them. Dude, I predicted Akron to get an upset, and I mean Arizona looks just looks good. It was never gonna happen, never gonna happen. And I mean, let's talk about Duke. Like I said, Baylor, Mississippi State didn't matter. Duke was gonna round them, and that's what they did against Baylor by 23 points in the round of 32. That's still ridiculous. 23 points. Mama. And Duke and Arizona, that should be a great game. I think these are, even though it's chalked, right? There's chalk. It makes good games. Like Duke, Arizona, great game. Auburn, Michigan. Ole Miss and Michigan State should be really interesting. I think a lot of these are interesting. Texas Tech and Arkansas is the one I think most intrigues people. And people are going to be watching for that double-digit seed to hopefully move on. A lot of people will be rooting for that. But, I mean, these should be great games. Florida, Maryland, I think, is my favorite. Maybe Kentucky and Tennessee. Both SEC schools, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're pretty good rivals, too. It should be a great game against rivals. Any more rivals? I mean, not really. But yeah, it should be good games. And hopefully your guys' brackets are looking better than mine. And I will see you guys next video. Good luck on your Final Four. Hakuna Matata.